A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading where I can tap into this energy, this very interesting space that some of you are in. I mean, the collective pool is in. So, what's basically happening in life is that you have figured out there are some people around you. Sometimes they are very positive, same people, sometimes they're very negative. You feel that they are your friends, they are confidantes of yours, or you love them or they love you, blah blah blah. And sometimes you also feel that without their support, how would you have done it, blah blah blah. But I want you to shift your perspective today because this collective reading is gonna show you another perspective. Instead of you depending on them, you have to see they have been depending on you for a very very long time for the sake of energy and for the sake of whole bunch of other things. You are actually their provider, you are their healer, their counselor, and some of them, I'm not talking about all of them, but some of them, sometimes they give you something like hope, motivation, positivity, or help, but sometimes they really take a lot from you. And you have reached to that point in your life where you don't have to give to anybody, in this way at least. Give in a way that when they take from you, it's a very intense situation. Because you are a type of person, you have a very strong mental energy. So when you focus on something or someone, you're actually giving in a lot of energy and a lot of power to those people, to those things, to those situations. And you're not supposed to do that. You are a very special person, you're a chosen one. How most people are taking your energy from you without even telling you is by taking your attention towards them, towards whatever they do. But you are not supposed to give them so much of your precious time and attention. Your time and attention should go into other things, and number one of those things is you. And some of you who are in this collective pool, you guys will resonate with it because it's like some of these people were literally nobody when they met you, or they were going through a very difficult time, they were going through a lot of crisis, and you became their invisible, unpaid counselor, healer, mentor, therapist, whatever. It was not like even at that time they had given you anything as friendship or as love. It's just that, they were nice to you, you were hanging out with these people, you were spending time with them. For whatever reason, you met them because you're a person who has a good nature. You have a good nature, you're a good human being. You like to be around people for whatever XYZ reason. It could be work related, professional, personal, whatever. These people were around you in your periphery, and they were probably struggling with something. And in many cases, I do see it was some kind of business or job. It had to do something with finances as well. Or it could be like major mental health things. Like they were always depressed, always negative, and you were the one who was always motivating them. So it's like you were working on yourself, you were doing your inner work, and you would become strong, and then you would hang out with these people and you would give them all of that energy, and then they would enable you in some ways, so you would be okay with that enabling, and you would come back and you would feel depleted and you would not know why. And in the last 2 3 years, these people have grown immensely in their profession, in their business, some of them even in their personal lives. Their personal life before meeting you was shit. It was literally shit. And after meeting you, their personal life has become very better. If they were with someone, husband or wife, whatever, that sphere or that space became really nice because of your presence, of course. If you are a woman, then your friendship with that man or those people, like the wives were looking at you or the girlfriends were looking at you, and they suddenly became nicer to them. And if you're a man, then whosoever's friend you are, the ladies, their husbands became nicer because you are their friend. So you are helping people in their romantic journey, you are helping people in their financial journey, you are helping people in a whole bunch of things. But what do they give you in return? Panic and stress and little bit of support here and there. Because they know that if they're not going to make you positive, a lot depends on you in their life. It's all going to shatter, it's all going to break. They know it, they're smart enough. So now it's time to level up even more. How do you level up in this situation? You no longer give importance to these people, whatever they say, whatever they do. And for some time you have to separate yourself from their chit chat or their talks, or mentally just separate from them. Like, mentally, do not count them as your people. I know it may be sounding like, do you want me to go away from my friends? Do you want me to go away from these people? But they're not really your friends. Like, you have to make that list. You have to see who are those people who are genuinely your friend, and how much do they care about your growth? How much have they ensured your growth? And how much have you ensured their growth? What all did you do for their growth? Yes, some of them could be hardworking, agile, but your presence has big role to play in their success. Why weren't they successful for all these 20, 25 years without you? Why now only they've become successful ever since you came in their life? Why everything they're touching, they're having this Midas touch? You are their gold, basically. The thing is, what I'm telling you, I'm not saying become bad to them or become mean to them. I am saying whatever attention you're putting into other people, it's time you put it in your own self. So you mentally separate from them instead of giving it to them, because they already have their things sorted. Let me tell you, they are in a much, much, much better position than you. But yet they act like beggars in front of you, energetic beggars, energetic thieves. Maybe they have a lot more resources than you. Maybe they have a lot of money. Maybe they have a lot of property or whatever they've purchased, jewelry, bank account. They have good, much better bank account. You are like a fakir person. You are like, you don't care about these things. You're not that materialistic. But you gotta be. You got to take care of your mental health, your emotional health. That is where you invest. But when you invest into something and when you have to get return from it, all that return is going into some other people. That's what I'm talking about. That's the problem here. So you need to focus only on yourself for some time. And for that, you need to work on your chakras. For that, you need to work on your solar plexus and third eye. These are the 2 points you need to work on every day. I'm not going to ask you to do anything big. All I'm going to tell you is that if you want to tap into the love frequency, if you want to be abundant, wholesome, just sit still for 2 times in a day. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. That's not a lot. Somebody was writing to me in the comment section, oh, it's very difficult to take out 1 hour for myself. And I was like, if you cannot take out just 1 hour for your own self, that's really a sad place to be in. Intuitively speaking, some of these people who are around you, they do take care of themselves. Maybe they are exercising every day, maybe they eat really well every day. There is something or the other these people are doing to maintain their energy. You are literally a tank for them where they come for refill. And you don't know that. And they'll never tell you that. They'll never show you that, how much they depend on you. But they like it when you're low, when you're sad, and you go up to them and you tell them your problems. They are not worried about the fact that such a bright person is going through all these issues for such a long time, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 1.5 years, 3 years, 6 months, 8 months. They're not thinking about that. They're not gonna sit down with you and ask you like what's happening to you. But you did it for them and you've been doing it for a long time. In fact, some of these people, I'll tell you, how do you know that they're not really the one for you or they're not really that good friends of yours? Every time you sit with them, some of the conversations are very forced, and some of the conversations feel like You're trying to prove a point, you're trying to convince them in some way about something, about your ideologies, about your thoughts, but it's not natural. The relationship you have with them may be like, okay, it's a divine relationship. You met each other, you're a friend of this person or your relatives or your cousins or whatever, but you are not having a natural organic conversation. You cannot have a deep talk about shallow stuff or a shallow talk about deep stuff with these people. You can't. So that's not the person for you. The person for you is the one who can answer your deep questions in a simple way, who doesn't judge you for your problems. And I feel like even if some of them don't judge you, but they have these very typical 3D lives that you don't have. You don't have a typical 3D life. You're a very different person, you're a chosen one. So, a person who's so 3D, even if they're successful in it, even if they appear successful in it, or sorted in it, or they can give you like some kind of advice sometimes, but they are not into that type of inner work. As I said, they do take care of of their mental health. Maybe they exercise, as I said, they go to the gym, they have some discipline, okay, but it's not a discipline which is connected to inner work that you are doing. There are different types of inner works, there are different types of things that people do. They are not in this five-dimensional reality, they are not experiencing the earthly shift. So yes, in some small here and there occasions, they can be there for you and you can like just do time pass, whatever. But they are not a 5D or a 4D type of person. So they'll not never suit you. They'll give you information, sometimes it will be good, but it's low level information. You need high level information or high level of understanding. And you need people who can even make you become more independent or make you good observer, not someone who's codependent. So these people are going to make you codependent on them. They're going to make you feel that without them your life is shit. But it's the opposite. Actually, it is you they need much more than you need them. And if you figure it out practically after this channeling or collective reading, I hope it really helps you and takes you places. You need to spend time with yourself on your own journey, on your own growth and progress. And by doing that, you will automatically fulfill your purpose and mission. So, for personal sessions, for readings, you can check out the description box. And for therapies, please go through the list of therapies. You can get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding an Ultimate Soulmate. But the spelling of love is LUUV. One more disclaimer I want to give. If you want to get into a personal reading session with me, then kindly do not tell me anything in advance. When the session is booked, I'll tell you everything step by step what we do. And yes, I do face to face readings. I don't send you recorded videos or recorded messages. That's not my style. I know every person in this beautiful journey needs some attention, some acknowledgement, and I give that to people. So, see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.